joining us again. We have some news to share with you in terms of the outcome of the transfer. Let me just tell you, it has been a busy couple of weeks to say the least. We've made it back from our trip, and I can tell you when we got back, I was so tired. But it's been a couple of weeks this time, and we want to let you know the outcome of that. But before we get to that, I want to give you an update on some of the meds. So I know that we did that recording on the progesterone oil, and the first shot was easy breezy and it was over. I'm gonna take the progesterone oil. So technically, I have the option to have like these numbing patches, and I'm supposed to have a heating pad and all of that. But I didn't go that route. I decided that I'm gonna kind of like go for the gusto, and if it's unbearable, then I'll resort to other options. But I'm just gonna keep it really straightforward. Recently, it has not been the case. My butt has been really sore from all of the progesterone shots that I've taken, and I've had to do a heating pad and try to get things calmed down. And I've even had like a hard area on like the injection site. It's not hard on the outside, but like if you push on it, you can feel it hard. So that's been a change since the last time we spoke. But without further ado, I don't want to delay anymore, but wanted to let you know that we are expecting. So I am about 4 weeks pregnant at this point. We got the news, and I will say this time it's been a little bit different for me. I kind of felt like it was going to happen. The very first time I was pregnant with the twins, when they told me on the phone, I was kind of in shock. Like I could not believe it, and it still didn't even fully resonate. This time it resonated, and I felt like I pretty much knew, only because I felt so many different changes in my body this time. I feel like early on. So one of the first things that I noticed was like cramping. My stomach has felt crampy, and there was a couple of days where it was just like ongoing, almost like period cramps. And I know that that can happen if you're going the IVF route, whether you're pregnant or not. But for me, it just felt like something was brewing. So that was one sign, at least for me. And then also too, I've been really tired. Extremely tired, to the point where I'm just like, I just want to go to sleep, but I can't just sleep all day. So I've still been, doing everything that I can. There's certainly been a lot going on just with work and, trying to prepare for everything. And so I'm excited, but I can say I haven't really felt the opportunity to just kind of take a step back and really like embrace what's going on yet. So hopefully I'll be able to do that soon, but I wanted to push through and make sure that I gave you guys an update, because it's certainly exciting news. I think the other thing that I didn't mention is I've felt that I'm more out of breath recently. Like I will walk up the stairs or talk on the phone, and I feel like I'm having a hard time, like, okay, I gotta catch my breath. So if you hear me breathing hard on here, apologies for that, but that's one of the things that I've also been noticing on the last few weeks. So excited to let you know it's going down. I think that you guys are going, well, last time it was going up because we were getting the transfer done. I don't even know what to say now. Like I said, I haven't processed a lot of this information yet, but we're expecting, so we're preparing ourselves. We don't know how many yet. So we told you last time that there were 2 embryos that went in, and we will not find out until our first ultrasound how many are actually in there growing. So just a little bit about that process too. So the reason why I know that I'm pregnant is because I actually have taken 2 blood tests at this point. So the first one was about 12 days after the transfer, and then the second one was 2 days after the first one. And they told me that everything looked good in terms of my HCG levels, and so now it is just time to wait a little bit longer and find out how many children we will be adding to the More crew. So that's pretty much the update for this time. I would love to hear from you guys, particularly if there's people out there that are going through IVF potentially, or going through a pregnancy journey, and you don't mind sharing where you are in your journey, or how you're feeling, or what your experience has been just in general on your path to motherhood, whether it's your first time, your second time. I would love to hear from you, because I think it's important that we share with each other and support each other. I know that my journey will not be exactly like anyone else's, and I just encourage you, no matter what's going on, and what the outcome may have been or continues to be, that there's a purpose in everything. And so while I'm sharing good news with you today, it certainly did not come without a lot of sacrifice and a lot of thinking and just different emotions along the way. I think that I'm still sifting through in my head everything that's going on. Like I said before, this isn't something that we necessarily planned prior to the last year or so, I would say, in our life, but it was something that was pulling us in this direction, and we just felt like we needed to take a leap. And so, quite honestly, that's something that I'm still working through in my mind, because I know that we've made the right decision, but I also know the level of responsibility that comes with it. And I think about having two children already and having to take care of them on top of being pregnant for the next 9 months. There's just a lot of things that I'm like, wow, okay, we're really doing this. I came to grips with the fact that we were doing it, but now it's like it's happening. And so, like I said, I would love to hear from you, to hear where you are on your journey. Reach out on our social media channels, subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we certainly want to continue to include you as we make room for more. So until next time, talk to you soon.
So what are you going to be talking about?
Being pregnant.
So how does that make you feel? What are your thoughts about it? Like, what emotions?
I can't talk about it before the episode starts. It has to be a part of the episode. Which better, which light? Is that on like a yellow light or something? Versus white?
That's where it was before.